Did you record the audio screen?
I recorded the PC screen. I don't know what the fucking audio screen is. Jesus.
You know what I meant?
Jesus.
I know how retarded that sounded, but you know what the fuck I meant. So don't be that fucking guy.
Yeah, that's because I've hung out with you so long. Did I become fluent and retard?
Oh, right.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
Is this thing, is this, that's recording? This recording, not recording?
Should be.
Fuck, I'm drunk.
Drunk?
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing. Drunk.
You want me to show you how to turn that on fucking silent?
You didn't hear anything.
Not yet. But I guarantee sometimes throughout the recording where there's a diddly-oo.
No, I sent a text message to everyone on my phone to
False.
fuck off for at least 3 hours.
Made up. Not true.
Check your phone.
Wrong.
Check your messages.
Can't. It's over there charging.
Exactly.
Shit.
Bitch.
Well.
Sorry, I forgot what I was doing.
I think we're doing a podcast, dude.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, hatu ai.
You know what? You mentioned podcast, which that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, I want to say something that's probably going to sound a little gay.
Sure.
Just to start out, though. Just get it out of the way.
Okay.
I remember the first time there's a bubble, popped it.
Well, if you're going to talk about
I
my
remember
bubble.
the first time we ever did this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't know. There's some kind of connection there that we had. I mean, if you remember the first couple pods we did, they were pretty.
Oh, they were god-awful.
They were
and
shit. Piss
also,
poor.
obviously, in the 1600s, because we didn't have any lights.
Yeah. You know, we started around the pandemic. Before the giant podcast boom where there's all these female podcasters on.
Talking about their periods.
Yeah, I mean, they won't last longer than a couple of years. But, I mean, this podcast, we've been doing it for 4 years now. And now I feel like we really got our groove. Now I feel like we know what the fuck we're doing.
Well.
But I remember the first time we podcasted, just how special it felt. Like, I felt something.
Oh, it felt special.
It felt like it felt like the first time John Cena put on a pair of cargo shorts.
I thought you were going to say jorts.
Can I try that again?
Please.
I have it written on my phone, but I'm trying not to look at it. So here, let me just try it on a pair.
Did you script this?
No, but I do remember the first time we did a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and it just felt special to me.
Yeah.
Something like, you know, how John Cena must have felt the first time he put on a pair of jean shorts.
Sure.
Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake, if you don't yell at me, how am I supposed to get hard? The midget Hilsebeck.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, Ian Machado Gary. And this is Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast, episode 72. I think.
Yeah. I think you fucked up the audio.
72 again. Yeah, we're having some audio difficulties.
No, we were having
It took us like an hour to fix.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, and it's because
we had some Matt getting drunk.
He's too
and touching
drunk.
things.
He's too drunk. He shouldn't be editing podcasts.
Don't touch things when you're drunk.
We did a podcast a couple of weeks ago, and it didn't air.
No.
It's one of the, like, 4 or 5 podcasts that didn't air. And not because we were drunk, saying racist shit during Black History Month. Not because of that at all.
Happy Black History Month, by the way.
Yeah. To all, yeah.
Leave a comment if you're black.
To all and to all a good night.
Yeah.
No, but because when I was editing, I did something.
I don't know what you did, dude. You fucked up something.
And, you know, I didn't want to edit the podcast anyways. It was kind of bad, and not because of me, you know. But, so, and then, I don't know, I fucked something up. and it just took us the last hour to fix. And we actually recorded some BTS. And if you go to our Patreon, Matty and the Midget podcast.com's #/Patreon. #/Patreon.
Okay.
You'll be able to see some of that. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. But so many fucking things to talk about.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, what? How many things have happened since the last time we potted?
7,
At least.
I think.
I think, the Royal Rumble happened.
Did it?
I think, the Super Bowl happened.
Did it?
I think, other things probably.
They did.
UFC 298 this Saturday.
Well,
This past Saturday.
There you go.
If you'd let me fucking finish.
well, you finished.
I see your
On me.
face and I finish.
What?
But all around a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, dude.
So where do we want to start? Oh, NBA All-Star break happened?
A couple nights ago, dude.
Yeah. Let's start there. What'd you think?
I thought we weren't sports.
Actually, you know what? Who gives a fuck, first of all?
Okay.
If you look at my notes here, because I just write down some tallies, it's all sports.
Okay.
What the fuck else do you want to talk about? Am I supposed to be like, hey, Hilsey? Hilsey?
Yeah.
Can I call you Hilsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to besides spoiling television for me lately?
It's kind of my passion at this point.
Yeah.
It's actually very fun for me.
It's a passion project.
Passion fruit.
Well, you are a fruit. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
Yay!
You see Drake's dick? That was leaked today? It's as long as that. It's big.
Let's see it. I heard it got leaked.
Look.
That's not Drake.
It is.
That guy.
Also, don't pinch the.
No, you
the
got
base.
that gets more flow to the top.
I know, but it's still not like accurate.
So wait a minute. He sent this as
Like a private, and then someone leaked it.
Oh, that's mean.
Oh, that's mean, dude.
But I guess, or he.
But
think
it's so long.
Yeah.
That's another thing that happened.
Drake's
Drake's dick.
Yeah.
You see it?
Of course I saw it. Did you see it?
No.
Liar.
I saw it.
I was curious.
I was too. I'm like, because everyone's like, John Cena, shout out.
Shout out.
He shared a picture of this old school picture of Jake the Snake with his snake on his shoulders, anaconda, one of them long fuckers.
Yeah.
But it
It was a
had
python.
it had Drake's face photoshopped over it, and it said Drake the Snake.
Drake the snake.
And I'm like, how big is this dick?
Plus, I was seeing all the fucking memes and shorts.
Well, I think you mean longs.
Well, no.
Hey, it was pretty big.
It was pretty big.
If that was actually him, which it probably would,
And not to mention, I don't think that was fully hard. It was pretty floppy, which is even more impressive.
If there's one thing I know about black people,
It's that it's so long they can't get blood flow to the tip.
it's like we know each other
Sandwiches.
in and out.
Burger?
Yeah, what's you like?
Never had it,
bacon
actually.
cheeseburger with fries. If you did have it,
Never had it.
that's what you would have. Though,
I don't know.
probably.
I'd have to look at it. I think I need to see a whole menu. Medium rare.
Yeah. It was weird, his dick, but
So fucking
black,
out of flavor.
Black, yeah, it's very out of flavor. Here, would you like another to get the taste
Absolutely.
of my mouth out of yours?
Is it weird that I'm hard?
A little bit.
Oh.
I kind of agree with Bobby. You can't grab it at the base and flop it around.
No.
like-
I also agree with
you
Andrew.
can, but I'm kind of jealous that you can do that, because if I did that,
You'd have no more dick left?
Well, it'd be like in Home Improvement when the neighbors, you only see his eyes.
Yep.
It'd be like that.
Nope. Fair enough. Your dick has eyes?
No, but the hills do. And nothing better for a podcast than for the two fucking hosts just to be chomping gum into the fucking mic. It'll get better.
Hey, next episode, will you just spit your gum in the air and I'll catch it in my mouth?
We can try it. I'm actually going to take this out because
It's pretty loud, isn't
it's
it?
a lot of saliva in my mouth as well. Because let's think about Drake's
Cock.
new album. But I'm just salivating over it.
Did you just stick that to the table raw?
Yeah,
You're a wild person.
thanks. They used to call me a wild boy.
No, they didn't. Were you Steve-O?
Hey, speaking of Steve-O, let's take a look at this. So, yeah, definitely not Florida. So, explain it. This guy, there's just a harmless little gator in the road, you know? What is this guy doing?
It looks like he's trying to... He's got a pretty decent-sized knife in his hand. Looking like he's going to stab him in the fucking head.
got a fucking knife in it.
And he got exactly what he had coming to him.
You know what the kids call that? They call it instant karma.
Is that what the kids call it?
I think so.
I thought they called it cap.
Man, the Super Bowl. What'd you think?
It was a football game.
Yeah.
I mean,
What would you say the best part of the Super Bowl was?
the fourth quarter and overtime, probably.
Did you hear about these queers that they just watched the Super Bowl for the commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, God, when is this game gonna go to commercial? I want to see a State Farm commercial.
There was so many this year, too.
What was your favorite?
Probably Arnold.
Arnold?
Also, there was a... Fuck, what was the... There was a
Well,
really good one. I can't remember.
let's not fuck up my segue. Arnold?
Arnold.
Oh, what did he do?
He's like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this. Yeah. So, what other commercial did you like?
I can't remember which one it is, but it was actually pretty decent. The Aubrey Plaza one for Baja Blast was pretty good.
Wasn't Stone Cold Steve Austin in one of them with hair?
Kawasaki commercial for their side by side.
And he had hair?
Every time they drove past something, it would grow a mullet.
Dang. And I missed that one.
I sent it to you.
You did?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then we'll talk about the Super Bowl some more. Because I agree. Actually, you know what? Let's pocket that one.
What?
I actually agree.
You don't have any pockets.
I actually agree with that as well.
Yeah.
But I thought I didn't think it was that good of a game up until the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yeah, it was pretty boring leading up to that.
And I talked to King-a-Ling-a Ding Dong, earlier before the Super Bowl started. He's like, "What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "I don't know, probably eating some bugles and listening to Dr. Phil."
Naturally.
Yeah.
That's what I do on
He's
Sundays.
like, "I don't like Dr. Phil or bugles."
What?
I'm like, "I don't remember fucking asking you if you did."
Not once there did you ask if you liked those two things.
Yeah. He's like, watch the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, probably. He's like, oh, okay, I'll call you later. And I'm like, okay, be cooler if you didn't. And then so he's like, sorry, I forgot to call.
Perfect.
Later after the Super Bowl was over. And he's like, I got distracted by the gay-ass Super Bowl. And I'm like, man, that's what I hate about the Super Bowl. Is that people who aren't even sports fans will watch it and then criticize it. And like,
Yeah, why'd you watch it?
Stay in your fucking lane. I don't fucking watch Lady Gaga live at Coachella.
You don't?
No, because I'm not a fucking Coachella fan.
Well, Tupac hologram.
But speaking of Steve Austin, I haven't seen this yet.
Okay.
But it's kind of a little bit what we're going to talk about. To break the fourth wall here,
Well,
this is what I got written down on my notes for this pod.
you don't take notes.
I got NBA All-Star, Super Bowl. I got UFC 298/300.
Sure.
I got WrestleMania
Sure.
and Dreams.
What?
I don't know if that's the song by Fleetwood Mac.
That's
No, I had this crazy dream later on today. But
You're gonna have it?
we're gonna talk about UFC and WrestleMania. I think this, like, I seen a brief couple seconds of it, and I'm like, I don't want to spoil it. I want us to watch it live on the show at the same.
Can I have a drink?
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this. We're gonna watch it live on the pot. Can I have a drink? Yeah. You're like a good neighbor.
Your mom has hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at this.
Who would be the best crossover fighters in pro wrestling in WWE?
If I'm going right now, I'm going Sean Strickland. And I like Sean Strickland. Boy, he stays economic in the ring right now, in the octagon, but what a promo. And so then I'll go Kobe Covington. All the trash talk, all the athletic ability. Guy never runs out of gas. He's always in shape. He talks a mean streak and he can back it up. He's very exciting. He has that X factor that you always look for. He's double tough.
Who would be the best crossover?
That's all what, but you know what? I agree.
Yeah, that checks out, actually.
And that was actually before the Michael Chandler thing, so he might have thrown him on there too. If
That was
had
a pretty
happened.
good promo.
But, you know, Stone Cold, this fucking guy,
Yeah, he's a guy.
he's the best. He's not a guy, he's a man.
Whoa.
Like our dads.
Well,
Well, yeah. But cooler.
oh, so much cooler.
I don't know your dad.
My dad's kind of cool, but
What's his name?
Kevin.
Shout out. Really?
Yeah,
See, I never knew your dad's name.
that's weird. You know my mom's name pretty well.
Cindy.
Hmm.
Well, it rhymes with your wife's name.
Jindy.
Jindy. Jindy Mahal. Yeah, Jindy Mahal Hilsey. I agree. I agree with him. And I just love his breakdowns on literally everything.
Right. He makes sure he puts depth and
He puts thought into things.
yeah, 100%. He doesn't just fucking.
Maybe you could learn from that.
Can you fuck off?
Well, no thanks. I'm busy. If you could look away, I'm trying to podcast.
Sorry. But the only problem with Sean Strickland crossing over is I don't think he'd be able to not say fuck every other word.
See, here's the thing, guys. A lot of queers watch wrestling. And nothing against the queers, but you guys know you're queers. It'd probably be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Colby, like, fumbles a lot of his words.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, though, I stick behind my statement of Michael Chandler. And if you're wondering why, well, let's take a look at what happened last night on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Live from Anaheim,
Told you.
California. Let's take a look.
Conor McGregor, get your candy ass back to the octagon. We got some unfinished business, boys. God bless. I'll see you at the top.
And you know what he did after that?
No.
He went full Burt Kreisler and took his shirt off.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
He posted a clip. But what did you think he was going to say before, he said that?
I didn't think he was going to say anything because Samantha.
Well, he texted me, though, and he said, after he said Conor McGregor, he thought he was going to say something else. What is that?
I thought he was going to do the Booker T promo from.
You want to say it for the fans who don't know?
I don't remember it. Do you know what it said?
Well, I'll say the beginning to refresh your memory, and then maybe you could finish it.
I'd rather not.
Hulk Hogan, we
coming for you.
Let's take a look at this.
I
I don't really have anything on the Super Bowl, so let's just talk about that. And Mahomes winning his third Super Bowl. He's only 28 years old.
Is he really? I thought he was 30.
No.
Oh. That's pretty good, actually. We could talk about the fact that the 49ers had no idea how the fucking overtime went this year.
Did anyone?
Yeah. Apparently the Chiefs.
Why do you say that though?
You didn't see the video about the Chiefs having a guy. Fucking what? I was watching a podcast or something where they talked to the guy. What the fuck was that? I can't remember now. But it's a certain guy they have hired for like, what's it called? When the analytics of the game, they like tell them like, this situation you do this situation you do this.
Yeah.
And apparently because that overtime rule was for the entire playoffs, not regular season. So the entire time they were in the playoffs, every day that guy would tell them the rules for overtime. And so they knew. There's a clip you can find if you want. If not, it's fine. Of Patrick Mahomes talking to everybody saying, "This is what we want to do. We want to kick the ball.
Hey, easy on the table.
We want to kick the ball first. If we get the coin toss, and if you watch, you can see Patrick Mahomes. It's Pat McAfee. I remembered it now.
I could have told you that.
Well, why didn't you?
I didn't know.
Okay. You could see Pat Mahomes' eyes after the 49ers said they want the ball to start overtime, and he goes,
Can I interject real quick? Because it was...
You're
right. It was Pat Mahomes who came out in overtime. Who was the guy for the 49ers? Do you know? If not, no biggie.
I can't remember.
But the 49ers won both coin flips at the beginning of the game and then overtime, right? And this guy fucking picked tails with confidence twice and got it both right. I thought that was fucking incredible.
Did you?
That's all I wanted to say.
Did you put money on the coin flip?
No, I don't know how to.
Oh, I almost did.
I did fucking put money on that game, and the only leg that fucked me was George Kittle.
Because he only had 4 fucking yards?
I had him for 40, and he had fucking 4.
That's insane.
And he did injure himself and went out for a little bit, but he came back. It kind of leads me to believe I don't think Brock Purdy's the guy. I think he's a pretty nice addition to that team. Well, I think he's a pretty nice addition to that team, but he's not a great. You have to know how to use your fucking all-pro tight end. You know what I mean? And maybe the Chiefs defense, they guarded him pretty hard in the paint, as the kids would say.
Right.
But 4 fucking yards, bro. I mean, Kelsey went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor was there.
It's Taylor Swift. Man, talk about Taylor Swift while I'm looking at Mackenzie Dern over here.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know. Just your thoughts on the conspiracy theories of that, because I fucking can't get behind that. If any pro sport is rigged, it would be the NFL. That'd be the easiest to rig.
That would be boxing.
Well, I mean, if you're taking that out of the equation, if you're taking just like dives,
but you said if any sport.
I know. I just figured you'd be smart enough to know that I'm not talking about fighting when it comes to that.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe I worded that wrong.
Yeah,
but I just think like NFL would be easier to rig than basketball.
Not really.
Yeah, it would.
No.
Because the better team in basketball is going to win. And if you start calling too many bullshit calls, because
who says it's the refs?
That's the only way you're going to rig the fucking game.
Not unless all the players are involved.
That would never happen, though.
How do you know? Because obviously, if it's,
what do you mean?
If the NFL's rigged, then all the players would have to be involved.
Don't fucking do this. We're sports fans. No. The players not involved.
How else would they do it?
With the fucking refs.
You think a couple calls could change an entire game?
In key fucking moments, yeah. In key fucking moments. You remember the Super Bowl last year?
No.
That controversial call at the end?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely holding.
And then the Chiefs had a game earlier this year. I forget who they were playing, where it was essentially like the same fucking call, and they flipped it to Kelsey, and he was behind the line, and he threw a fucking touchdown pass that would have won the Chiefs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Would have won the Chiefs the game, and then they called it. I forget what the call was, but
do you want to know what the craziest part about that is? The Chiefs were the most penalized team for holding on offense.
I believe it's penalized.
Whatever. They were the most penalized team
Thank
in the
you.
NFL for offensive holding
Yep.
in the regular season and I guess playoffs, and in the Super Bowl, not a single holding call.
That's what I mean.
That's a fact.
That's how the NFL, if any sport is rigged, taking out boxing, and I don't think MMA is rigged at all.
That can't be.
Boxing, I think sometimes it is, but like lower level. I think like the real like athletes who, take their, because I mean, it's a business to them too. Like you don't want to be, you're kind of fucking your business if you're losing.
Right.
They want to win. So like lower level, you set up some jabroni A versus jabroni B. Let's say Jake Paul, Ben Askren. Maybe that was a dive. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
But that would be the easiest sport to rig. Take that out of the equation. The NFL, I'm just saying, like, compared to, like, the NBA and even, like, baseball, I don't give a fuck about soccer or hockey. I don't care about games that are 3-2. I'm just saying, the sports that are actually entertaining, and if you don't like that, go fuck off. You know what I mean? But soccer is gay as hell.
Yeah. Like, how much time
Wait,
is
it's
left?
not Pride Month, is it?
No, it's Black History.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck that. That shit's gay. We love blacks. One last thing on the Super Bowl, then let's get to something.
Speaking of that was gay, do you have the Bisping clip?
What's that?
At the end?
Oh, no, I don't. I wish I did.
Fine.
That was funny, though.
Yeah.
I watched it.
People are saying, I got to start watching the thing to the end.
You want to say to our viewers what that was in case they're curious?
Sure. At the end of UFC 298, Bisping was signing off. He waited a few seconds thinking that they were off the air, and then he stated, I can't remember what he said. Do you remember what he said? What a guy or something like that?
Yeah, what a guy.
Something like, what a guy, and then he goes, what a guy. That was fucking gay.
Oh, you know why he did that, though, right? Because he can't see out of one of his eyes. He's got two monitors on each side. And the one eye he couldn't see out of was the monitor telling him he's still on air. I just fucking made that up.
It makes sense, actually.
It was believable.
That checks out.
Last thing on the Super Bowl, because, we like our conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah.
So, there's been some satanic shit.
Here we go.
Going. Well, what?
Nothing.
I have to bring it up.
No, go ahead.
I mean, you look back to last year. Rihanna, what?
Okay, go ahead.
Rihanna's fucking, she's pregnant. She's wearing all red. She's on a platform. I don't know what this has to deal with the devil. She looked like a succubus. There was some other shit I just don't remember,
Mm-hmm.
And then, fucking Justin Timberlake removing Nelly Furtado's nipple covering.
Nope.
In the Super Bowl that one year. I'm just saying these Super Bowls keep getting more satanic by the year. And then this nothing super satanic with this halftime show, but Usher was grabbing on Alicia Keys a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, and she's married.
And her husband, he made a post because
totally signed off on it.
Apparently, I follow him on Instagram. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I saw a picture of it. I don't follow him. It's Swiss Beats, right?
Yeah, I didn't know I did follow him, but then I found out.
That's weird.
And he's all cool with it and shit. And he did take his
shirt
shirt
off.
off.
Usher.
He did take his shirt off and swing it around his head like a helicopter for a little while. But I don't think there's anything satanic about that.
No, he's just a sexy guy.
This is the satanism.
What?
Of the Super Bowl this year.
Not a word.
Let's look at it.
Yeah.
Pay attention to bitch on the left. Oh shit, we can't play that audio, huh?
Nope.
So Taylor Swift and some other chick drinking a beer, and then she's doing the devil horns. And you know what? That's...
Not to mention her hands look red for some reason.
Well, it's because she's ginger. But,
well, she's black.
Dude. So, I got no problem with the devil horns or whatever. I used to be... I still am a fucking giant metalhead. Shout out Ronnie James Dio and rest in peace. But just wearing the upside down cross, that's when you're like, all right, we get it. You sold your soul to the devil. You have no talent. And this bitch is Ice Spice. And I'm like, why is Taylor Swift hanging out with Ice Spice to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a funny thing of like Taylor Swift introducing Jason Kelsey to Ice Spice. And there was a bunch of funny memes about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck Ice Spice is. She looks like the ginger cow from that episode of South Park.
Oh my God, she does.
Yeah, but like I don't even know. So I hadn't heard my first Ice Spice song till Sunday morning when I woke up at your house and I played, "Bitch, you think you the shit? You ain't even the fart."
Mm-hmm.
And then your daughter, how old is she?
Like 5, 6.
She's like 5 or 6, and she knew the song. And she's like, "You ain't even the fart." I'm just saying they're letting these say so anything
she only knew that part because it's a TikTok sound.
Yeah, but TikTok is also the devil's
Chinese.
gateway drug. Well, China's trying to make us all Satanists.
Oh, I think they're just trying to make us retarded.
Yep, that's what I said.
It.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like what's?
Well, Satanists are retarded.
Well, sure.
Why do you want think about this.
Okay.
Satanists.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the topic. Go ahead.
What?
Well, I mean, the devil, right?
Sure.
He wants all of us to burn and live in, fucking pain and be slaves, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that anyone gets behind that guy, I'm like, that's kind of retarded. You know?
Yeah, but actually, Satan doesn't want everybody to burn. He just wants to discipline or punish bad people.
Is that what he wants?
He was an angel.
Right.
That is just taking care of hell.
Yeah.
He was sent to hell.
So you're saying this Lucifer, maybe he's not such a bad... Wait,
100%.
Is all this knowledge that you're spitting right now, is it all from the show Lucifer?
No.
I fucking knew it. I'm like, where is this shit coming from? So, but you're saying Lucifer's not such a bad guy.
I don't think he is, because he was technically an angel that's just overseeing hell, and he's punishing bad people. He doesn't want good people there.
Pounding the shit out of my table. Shit's shaking.
Sorry, I'm horny.
No, that makes sense. Do you think him and God are in cahoots? And he's like, look, we need to test these people somehow. You be the fucking piece of shit guy or whatever, so we can weed these fuckers out.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
That's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory. I have no fucking idea, but I choose not to like worship someone that only wants pain and suffering
for bad people.
But if you put it out there, you're gonna it's like one of those fly ribbons. If you put it out there have been plenty of flies flying around, not getting stuck in fly ribbons. If you didn't put it out there.
The non-retarded ones.
So that's just how you weed them out, you're saying?
Sure.
Fuck, man. I've done some pretty evil shit in my days, and I feel bad.
Like what? Give details.
Oh, shit. Ask your mom.
Okay.
But I feel bad about that shit, and I'm trying to repent for my sins, but I'm also not doing anything good to, make up for it.
Sure.
I'm just basically in the apology tour.
Okay.
Well, we spent about 15 minutes on that. So, one more thing with the Super Bowl, and I think you'll really like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You want to read that?
Taylor Swift became a sports fan and in one season saw more success than I have in my entire lifetime. I'm so done.
Facts.
Okay.
What does LA Knight say? That's not that's just a fact of life.
It's not a prediction.
I think that's what Heyman says. I don't know.
I don't know.
So let me cross that off the list. Super Bowl. Anything else you want to say? Okay, perfect.
Well,
NBA All-Star Game. Boy, did that suck.
mm-hmm.
Let's see if I have anything. Oh, here's the thing. Oh, no.
Not a thing.
I didn't mean to save that.
Not a thing.
Hey, you hear Arnold as Chewbacca?
Yep.
Okay.
There's something.
Hey, here's one.
There's a couple there.
Well, let's look at this.
Okay.
This segment won't take long.
We'll see.
Well, if you keep looking at me with those dreamy
Russell
eyes.
Westbrook is the only player in history to win back-to-back All-Star MVPs. Can we see it tonight? What you thinking?
We can't, because I ain't going to lie. I met Larry Bird tonight for the first time. I never met Larry Bird in my life, so I got to meet him, and that just gave me, I was anxious. So I got some juices flowing for the game right now.
Russell Westbrook.
Man.
Speaking of juices.
He's got some... Look at this. Well, if you're going to burp during a special moment, maybe you should... Maybe this isn't the podcast for me.
Pretty gay.
That was amazing to me.
I'm sure it was.
Because it was the first time they ever met, right?
Sure.
And you'd be like, fuck, Celtics legend Larry Bird. How's Tatum's 6th year in the league? How have they not met before? And it's because Larry Bird is from Indiana. And he's been with the Indiana Pacers organization for the last 30 years since he retired. Mm-hmm. Either as a head coach, executive, whatever the fuck he's doing now.
Or banging your mom.
Well, I wish. I think my dad would even be cool with that.
Probably.
Because But just the fact how stoked Tatum was to meet Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Dude, that warmed my fucking heart. Because when you're in Boston, you hear how all these people... Well, you know that you have the best fucking sports fans in the world behind you. You can go to an away game, any fucking team, when the Celtics play them, there is a shit ton of Celtics fans at every fucking game.
They travel well.
And just the fans in Boston. You're just always... This legacy, this just winning culture is always just forced upon you. So I'm sure he's heard so many fucking Larry Bird stories, and the first time to fucking meet him, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Did your heart grow 3 sizes that day?
I'm not the Grinch.
Oh.
But I am green with envy.
The sign is green.
Well, it's because the Celtics. We talked about that.
No, we didn't.
Hey, we got one more thing from the All-Star game, I think.
It's right there.
We're not going to fucking... Well, just remember what that was. Don't look at it. We're not going to talk about Jaylen Brown dunking over 5'3" fucking influencer guy that I've never heard of sitting down in a chair. We're not going to talk about that. I thought his other dunks were good. But that one, the other dude jumped over 2 people and Shaq.
Yeah.
You can't jump over a 5'3" dude sitting in a chair.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Let's look at this.
For Dame Dollar.
Uh-oh. What? Oh, wow.
What?
Flat tire. That was the Motor Speedway flat tire. Oh, my God.
God damn. He's so good.
I guess we got one more thing. I think you'll appreciate this.
Well, this isn't the All-Star game, but it is NBA. Go ahead.
It's before the All-Star game. Halliburton, All-Star game was in Indy. He plays for Indy. He was on Pat McAfee's show before. PMS. Pat McAfee show.
Yeah. You know that?
I do now.
In the corner of it, it says PMS Live.
Oh, shut up. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna, you want to read that?
Yeah, this is Tyrese Halliburton's voice changing consistently mid-sentence.
But for us, I think that for so long after P and those guys left, and Sabonis is a great player and they had other guys, but I think for the more casual basketball fan, it wasn't necessarily appealing. Post basketball is not appealing unless it's Jokic or Joel or Shaq. You know what I mean? Like
You have two different voices.
I do. People say that all the time.
Did you hear? I mean, this is.
I
I didn't know if it was our microphone.
I
first.
never catch it. You know, like I watch podcasts after, and I'm like, dang, my voice changed. I don't do it on
Mid
purpose.
sentence.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I didn't do it on
I
purpose.
wrote it
just,
down. Two different voices.
Yeah.
Wrote it down.
It just happened.
So he 100% does not do that on purpose.
No.
Because he was also on the JJ Redick's podcast recently. I only watched like 2 minutes of it, and I heard his voice change 6 times.
It's crazy, dude. it's so wild.
I don't think JJ brings it up at all.
If you're just listening, you're probably like, that's two different people. It's not.
Yeah. Let me cross that off.
Well, if you're going to cross things off.
Let's see if we have another fun.
What?
Before we get to some things.
What?
You know.
Do you hear yourself?
I try not to.
Okay, that's fair. You have one voice.
Well, here's the thing about having one voice. Sometimes it changes, and I don't even know what's happening.
That's
like,
crazy.
Sometimes when I'm looking at a douchebag across the table, my voice will just go from one thing
to the other, and I really don't know why.
It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Keep that in mind. The design is found to explain the due time.
Stop.
All I know is this is all I know, really. You want to read that?
Yeah.
To the fucking fans.
3'11" OnlyFans model. She broke a record for being the smallest girl to take the biggest penis. Can we go to the next slide?
For the record, I haven't seen the next slide.
I'm excited.
Well, it's probably not going to be what you want it to be.
I hope it is.
But if we hop on Eurome after the podcast, we might be able to find something.
Well, her name's right there. We can find it pretty quick.
What is it?
We can even check out her Instagram page if you want.
Cindy Hilsebeck?
No. Well, you're right. It's not what I expected.
You know, who was that?
Stephen Hawking.
No, I mean...
Meg Banks XO right there.
No, it's random video. I just
Do you want to check out her page?
Well, it's probably going to be a fake page. I'm pretty good with the IGs. See, it's... Well, okay.
That's pretty real.
I'll fucking give it a follow.
You're going to follow a fucking midget, huh?
Well, let's see what this is.
Well,
that's not how that ride works.
I get the Stephen
And
Hawking.
is she even tall enough to fucking be
riding that ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be this tall.
Let's look at this one.
Yeah, let's check it out.
She my private dancer. You can call.
All right, we're done.
Well, if you're gonna post copyright music, I'm not ready for it. She's probably twerking this one. Maybe I can get to it fast enough.
Nope. How'd you know she was gonna twerk?
I seen her ass in the cover picture.
That's a thick ass midge, dude.
Dude, would you fuck a midget?
I am one.
Would you fuck one?
Of course.
And you're not actually a midget. You're 5. Well, I mean, people can tell.
Oh yeah.
Dude, midgets have weird looking
hands.
Everything.
We gotta move on, dude.
Well, I mean, they do. Well, you told me to click on this, so
Yeah, I fucked up.
Here, two midge.
Oh.
Midge.
Oh.
Is it weird that I just want to guacamole them?
No. No, it's not.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Why'd you say guac?
I don't know. How do you say it?
It sounded like you were trying to say guacamole.
No, just guacamole. It's French.
What?
Man, I don't even know. Let's do this. UFC 298.
Yeah.
Was this weekend.
It's pretty good stuff.
In the main event, you had Volkanovski and Topuria. Did you see the reactions So, spoiler alert. There is no fucking spoilers anymore, you know. Besides you spoiling Monday Night Raw for me.
It's fine.
You know. I deleted WWE I unfollowed WWE off of Instagram so I wouldn't get spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
And then in comes Captain
Spoiler Pants.
Spoiler Pants. I was going to say douchebag, but I like your name better.
Oh, both fit.
And so it's like, I might as well follow him again. But, so Taporia knocked out Volkanovski in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Izzy's and Usman's reactions to that?
I actually have not.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Yo! I just said it! Yo! They're not ready for that combination. Bro, it's the combination. It's not just two punches. He's throwing more. Ba, 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba. Woo! Yeah, this one's kind of sad.
No. Man.
Yeah, that one was kind of sad.
There's more to it, but you know what? I have to fucking piss.
Yep.
You want to do an ad?
No, I want to pee.
Okay. Well, this week, you know, we don't have any ads. This is ad-free.
Yeah, like our Patreon.
Yeah, because we feel so bad about not giving you the constant content that the loyal MDATM viewers deserve.
Loyal.
And honestly, they cut us after some of the shit we've been saying.
We've been saying some wild shit.
Well, mostly you, but yeah. Well, the shit you were saying, like the last episode about the Jews and the blacks and the Muslims and the Palestinians, Indians.
What?
They didn't like that, so
they didn't.
Deathwater dropped us.
It was in the copy.
What are they called?
Liquid Death.
Yeah, they dropped us.
Just call it Deathwater.
Blue Chew dropped us. So I mean, we're trying to be better to get some more sponsors, but at this moment,
also fuck them.
Well, I don't think that's going to get us any sponsors.
Is that helping?
No.
Well,
drink liquid piss.
No.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
Piss.
Can we pee?
Hey.
Hey.
Oh. You want me to start? Or?
Go ahead.
Hey, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey, let's do that again since it's Black History Month. We'll be right back.
Okay. Sure.
Or you think it's bad?
I don't know.
We'll just leave it how it was.
I think we can do that, but when we're done peeing, we should probably come back just full blackface.
You think that would help?
I think that would help, actually.
We'll try that. Right. We'll be right.
We'll be right black.
History Month.
Wow.
Check it out. You fucking. Let's leave it at that. I'm blacking off. Newports. Hey, you seen that picture of Drake's dick?
All right. Welcome, Black.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You know, what do you think?
Of the Blacks?
No, of UFC 298.
Oh, I thought the main card was excellent.
Yeah. What else happened? So, Robert Whittaker, Costa.
Mm-hmm.
Costa hit him with one of the sickest fucking...
That's a beautiful head kick.
It's like a wheel head kick.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It don't matter.
Then, you know, Ian Machado Gary.
Yeah.
He won a controversial decision over Jeff Neal.
Well, I think it was 2-1, but
Merab Duvall, well, verdict had Neal winning.
I don't think that's true.
It is. I seen it. Yeah, look it up.
I
So
will.
you can seem like a fool live on live. Merab absolutely fucking destroyed Henry Cejudo in the second and the third round. He picked him up like a little toddler and carried him across the cage. So I was right.
No, it says Gary won.
Well, I read that wrong, but
Yep.
it has him winning first and second round. Jeff Neal.
Barely.
That's all I saw, though.
0.03.
That's all I saw. I didn't look at the, quit being gay.
Okay.
Merab completely dominates Henry Cejudo. And then Anthony Fluffy Hernandez fucking choking out Roman Kopylov. But one of the wildest things about the night is after the fight night was over, Dana just randomly announces the main event to UFC 300, which we've been waiting on for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Some would say a while.
A while.
And do you know what it is?
I do.
Well, you want to look at it?
Yeah, let's look at this.
Check this out.
Oh, Dana White versus Oil for the main event of UFC 300.
I'm super excited for this fight. I mean, I don't know who's going to win. It's a little bit of a slippery situation.
It's been a long time coming. The build-up has been pretty exceptional.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we need answers.
Well, yeah, we need to find out who the winner is.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was just a fake thing.
Oh.
The actual main event of UFC 300 is...
You want me to say it?
No, I'll say it while I'm drinking.
Alex Pereira.
You think people understood that?
No.
Okay. Tell your wife?
Yep.
What's she saying?
She's yelling at me. Something hard.
Have you tried oiling her up?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so the main event of UFC 300, Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill.
Mm-hmm. Which is wild.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's a great fight, but...
Not the expectation reacher.
Someone's like... I saw this earlier. Someone's like, grade...
You deserve
UFC 300. And it showed all the fights. And it's like 10 out of 10, but 8 out of 10 based on what they were hyping it up as. And I'm like, you know what? That guy who commented, you win. Because that is fucking correct.
Yes, because
it's still an amazing card.
Any other UFC event, that would be a super stacked card everybody would be excited for.
Stacked.
But the fact that it's UFC 300 and it was so overhyped, it does not reach expectations.
And Dana White said he gave Leon Edwards 3 different opponents.
Did you see who the 3 were?
And he said yes to all of them.
Yeah.
If he's saying yes to all of them, why didn't we get one of those?
Because the other 3 couldn't do it.
I don't know.
Did you see who the 3 were?
Shavkat, Hamzat, and Islam.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
3 killers.
I don't think Shavkat. So Hamzat can't get in the country right now for some fucking reason. Yeah. It's a problem. I don't know why Shavkat would say no to that.
Well, Islam's in Ramadan.
Fuck off.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. Fuck off. You fight naked in a cage. Fuck off. It's just it's a great. It's a good fight, but also Jamal Hill tore his fucking Achilles like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So normally, under any other circumstances, I'm taking Jamal Hill to knock out fucking Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Alex got knocked out by Izzy.
Yeah.
Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill, I believe he is that fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
But coming back that quick off injury, I don't fucking know anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Which, as a sports bettor, pisses me off because I like clarity. I like sense to be made out of these things.
Sure.
And I mean, it seems rushed. It seems forced.
It definitely.
And
was.
honestly, 3-0 UFC 301. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Brazil. And that was supposed to be the main event for that.
They had to pull it from that because they had nothing else.
I guess.
Wild.
So it's fucked up at 300. You have a giant Brazilian superstar in Pereira and Charles Oliveira.
Mm-hmm.
The next month, you have a card in Brazil.
Yeah, that's kind of
What
wild.
are you fucking doing there, pal?
Now, what are you going to do there?
You could have Pantoja headline it, but who the fuck's he facing? You know what I mean?
No idea.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. It's wild. It's wild.
Speaking of wild, this podcast is wild. And I get a lot of comments all the time, you know, in my DMs. I'm pretty big on Instagram. And a lot, you know, weirdly, a lot of people ask about you. They're like, man, he seems like such a chill guy. What's he like in real life? I'm like, well, I could tell you, but it'd probably be easier to show you. You do better than that, Michael Bisping, with your fucking segues. Having a little bit of anxiety. How you on today? Fuck off. My segues rule. Let's look at this.
He uses the N-word all the time. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. He uses it on a daily basis. He uses the
So that's what I tell them when they're like, what's he like in real life? I'm like, he's a great guy. You know, honestly, he loves beef sticks and energy drinks.
Oh, sure.
But uses the N-word all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a no-no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I do.
I didn't know this. You're telling me now for the first time.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to... Don't look at things.
I'm looking at everything.
We got a couple more. That's really all we want to say about UFC 300. So let me. But UFC 298. A couple other things that happened on the main card.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna?
No.
Take a look.
Not really.
I think you do.
Okay.
Stopping by. Mackenzie Dern hasn't had ice cream in a while. She looks fantastic.
Jeez.
Stopping.
Classic.
And Michael Bisping told a story on BYM podcast earlier. He was with Bobby Green, and they drank some wine before this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for some reason, because like Ilya Taporia came out and he says he drinks wine to help him cut weight.
Weird.
Yeah. But so he said Bobby Green had a little bit of wine, but it was that was. I mean, do you disagree?
No.
Well, let's see if you agree with this one, you fucking queef.
It's just great top control. That's what that is.
What is the?
Just helping you guys to forget that Gary won.
Gary who?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's look at this. You want to read that?
Bobby Green. The UFC 298 fight of the night was Lemos versus Dern. Performance of the night went to Mackenzie Dern. Submission of the night also went to Dern. And the knockout of the night went to Mackenzie Dern. That's fair.
Oh, man. I'm trying to decide which picture I like more. This one's interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting.
You know, the thing about Mackenzie Dern, she's got so many assets to her game. You know, like, she's tough as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Her jiu-jitsu is really good.
Yeah.
She looks like a baby deer when she tries to strike.
Yep.
And constantly puts herself in bad situations, and kind of gets in her groove, or gets to her, the pocket.
Don't say pocket.
Way too late, and when it's too far gone, I'd like to forge on with this conversation and just say, I think
Great pocket.
she's a good fighter. I will not bet on her.
No.
Unless it's betting on her to turn me down at a nightclub
in
100%. Person.
Yeah.
And that ass is fire.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Ass. Attitude, stamina, stability. Don't be fucking weird about it.
I don't.
So, leading up, I'm not actually going to show this, but there was this whole old man Volk thing. People were calling him old and shit. I ain't going to play that whole fucking thing. But there was a funny thing at the press conference. He won the press conference, right?
Yeah.
Wrong?
For sure.
Indifferent?
I said for sure.
Live strong. Lance Armstrong.
Oh, my God.
Shout out. Well, there's a couple funny things,
Ilia, ¿te ha sorprendido ver a Volkanovski en esta actitud? ¿Crees que está nervioso?
Mira cómo vino vestido, preparado para el retiro. Se ve para lo que vino. Para el retiro.
You got one more thing.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna humble me. Stand up and do something. Humble me. I'm here, right in front of you. Do some shit. Do something. It's a good thing.
Oh, man.
That's good.
So, last thing on this. It's Topuria, Conor McGregor comparisons. Because, yeah, a lot of people say, Conor McGregor, he want to be, he trying to be like Conor McGregor. Look at the back tattoo. It's so similar.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the chest tattoo. It's they both have tiny nipples.
They do both have tiny nipples. It's
Look
crazy.
at they both stole the title at the press conference. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's this guy feeding a bear.
Okay.
Скажи, да, скажи, папка вкусную тут кашу, мамину кашу, скажи, папа любит, давай, да?
Why does he sound like he's dirty talking the bear?
He is. I speak Russian.
The Krashtama, come on, yeah. Was he feeding him rice?
No, that's a human.
Носька. Нося красивый. Сам.
Dude, that bear is cute as shit.
Конечно. Целушка такой.
That's a good boy.
Зайкин мой сладкий.
I think if you could keep them fed, they would be a good pet.
I think so. They're just giant dogs.
I'd be hella pissed off when he ate me alive for like up to 6 hours or so.
Молодец. Всего разлезал уже, облез.
Russians.
Meanwhile, in Russia,
Well,
I don't know. Should we look at that? I don't know what this is.
probably porn.
Well, let me cross off porn.
Okay.
That's the UFC 298. Let's look at this. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Aye.
Is it playing slurs?
So this is Derek Lewis. So, he's okay.
Well, that looked like it hurt.
We needed the wasted GTA.
He definitely smashed his face for sure.
Well, speaking of Mackenzie Dern, so anything else to say about UFC?
No.
All right, this one we're gonna get super fucking nerdy. All right, You ready?
No.
Well, this is kind of your forte. This is your wheelhouse. This is your chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
No, thanks.
You busy?
No.
Straight?
No.
Well, you want to take a look at it?
No.
Okay. So a lot of shit going on in the world of wrestling, you know. It's the road to WrestleMania, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything matters.
Wow.
It all counts. You have to take into play everything that they say that the heel rock now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not a movie star now. He's in character.
So the rest of this episode, you're just going to be Arnold, or?
No.
Well.
But the Vince McMahon. So looking back now, everything we know about Vince McMahon, he's a pervert. He likes to shit on people's head.
Wow.
He sends Brock piss videos. And a lot of other things. This video I'm about to show you.
Yeah, this makes a whole lot more sense.
Oh, have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll just fuck off. Maybe the viewers haven't.
Probably not.
So play it for them.
Whenever you're ready.
Like a good neighbor. Play this
Approached
vid.
me about wanting to be the father of my baby in a storyline for TV, which again is only the second time I've ever actually said no to him for something. he
No
wanted
means
to do.
yes.
And that one was just a little too gross. Actually, it's completely disgusting, and I don't find the entertainment value in it at all. And he's actually my father, so how could I even play that out? I can't fake kiss my dad like we were in love or something. I mean, it's just
sex with my
revolting all the way
father?
around. So then he came up with the idea for Shane to actually be the father of my baby, my brother. And I, again, just know that I know that sometimes that happens in this world, but it's not going to happen with us. I just can't do that. That's too much.
Well, what she doesn't take into play is here comes the money.
Well, here comes the money.
It's Shane's theme song. You got it, but
Money, 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 money.
they might not have. So this is a clip of Vince and Stephanie's unborn child.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
If I was going to kill myself, I'd be great at it. Shotgun to the dick.
I think I'd kill you.
Hot tub time machine.
Oh, okay.
What are you saying?
I don't remember now. You got me off track.
You said, what do you think?
Oh, what do you think he was thinking would happen? Like, what was going on in his mind?
I don't know. I licked a lot of batteries as a kid.
What?
You know, what was I thinking?
So it's just, you know,
What
being
was I
fully retarded.
thinking?
Huh?
It's a song by Greta Thunberg.
Nope.
One of the greatest minds of the 21st century.
So we are doing Arnold the rest of the episode.
I'm trying not to.
Are you?
But you're making it really hard.
What?
You're making me real. We're talking about wrestling? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So they're really pushing this Drew McIntyre being a total POS.
Mm-hmm.
And I can prove it to you.
Okay.
Let's look at this.
Mm-hmm.
It's posted by Pat McAfee.
Drew McIntyre
Look at
is
this.
a damn hypocrite. Yeah, McIntyre is a hypocrite. Yeah,
No,
for
no.
years, Drew McIntyre has talked about how the bloodline has cost him matches, cost him championships, and what does he do tonight? He takes advantage of a bloodline attack to take out Cody Rhodes. But for Cody Rhodes, I'm disgusted, Cole. But for Cody Rhodes, massive issues, massive.
That was sick.
Sick pencil flip.
Dude.
But why are you so disgusted? Why are you so disgusted? He didn't fucking bring the bloodline down there. He just took advantage of a win over Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's not what faces do, though.
Why are they disgusted?
Because they're playing the part.
But, I mean, is it that disgusting?
Yeah. He's spent the last 2 months talking about how much he hates the bloodline, but he just willingly accepts their help.
Well, you should see my YouTube feed.
What?
Did I say YouTube?
100%.
I meant you jizz.
Same thing.
Let's look at this. Same night.
Same feed.
I
We're back on Monday Night
like
Raw.
this.
We're going to go Pat McAfee in the telestrator.
I like this segment of the telestrator that they did.
I love that they brought that back.
That man who wants to finish his story in WrestleMania thought that he had Drew McIntyre dead in the rights. And then go ahead and run it a little bit. Look at who showed up. Who's that? Oh, I don't know. A man who has his eyes on greatness and a thumb that was about to pierce a throat. Run it in a match that was ended in the worst possible fashion.
Yeah,
whenever Drew McIntyre, Cole, tell me what you see here, pal.
I see a hypocrite. That's what I see.
What do you mean by that?
Because Drew McIntyre blamed the Bloodline for costing him a title a couple of years ago, and now he takes advantage of the Bloodline to win this matchup. Hypocrite!
The absolute crop what Drew McIntyre would do from benefiting from the Bloodline, and that's a Claymore kick to the mouth. One.
I mean, so they're really going in on this. Here, can I answer this?
No.
Hello. Hey, I can't really talk right now. I'm doing a podcast. You're live on it. Is there anything you want to say to the people?
It's not on speaker.
All right.
Nobody heard that.
Perfect. So we were talking about WrestleMania earlier.
Well, before we get to that,
okay.
These are both things from Raw. Did you see it?
Raw.
Did you see when Jey Uso was doing his arm pump thing?
Pat McAfee
and Pat
was
was
on top of
on
the
the table doing it, and then Gunther
Gunther
looked at him
stared at him.
and he froze. That was awesome.
Well, thanks for ruining our next segment.
Where?
I'm just kidding.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, fuck you, Lando. No, fuck you.
Still doing it?
I'm trying to, but we're talking about like who the hell? Because it's the road to WrestleMania. So they induct people into the Hall of Fame around this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they going to induct into the Hall of Fame this year? And we're like, oh, Bray Wyatt would make sense.
For sure.
R.I.P. But what about, did anyone think about this?
Oh, the lesbians from HLS.
Hot lesbian action.
Or HLA, sorry.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
I thought it was hot lesbian segment for some reason.
The hot lesbian segment. We start doing it on the podcast now. Yeah. And welcome back. This is what's the hot lesbian segment now?
What are we, a State Farm commercial?
Like a good neighbor, here's some hot lesbians in a segment in your house. Hopefully your wife's not home. If she is, you have to kill her. Do it now.
So we are doing this then. This is the thing.
I'm trying to stop.
Are you?
But you're making it hard.
Thanks. Pretty good.
As are those lesbians.
Well, we're going to split up the syllables.
Let's look at this.
I don't know what's harder for me to process right now, The Rock being a heel or The Undertaker being a YouTuber.
Yo!
Obviously, The Undertaker being a YouTuber. We've seen The Rock as a heel before.
It's weird. He has a whole podcast now, and I listened to a little bit of it, and they're talking about football and shit, and I'm like, can he go back to disrespecting my sister and brother-in-law in the airport? Because they met him at an airport in 2001 when he was in full American. I have a picture of it framed somewhere in this house.
Dude doesn't break kayfabe, dude.
Have I showed you that picture?
No.
Well, he was in full American Badass mode and looked not very pleased to be taking a picture with a couple goons, no offense to my sister and brother-in-law, from Iowa in an airport.
He was in kayfabe, brother. What do you expect?
They were like, we were wondering if it was The Undertaker. And he was 7 foot tall, had his legs on the seat, 3 rows in front of him, and we're like, I think that's the Undertaker.
Yeah.
But craziness.
It was in character, brother.
Craziness ensues.
I'm gonna piss on you.
Speaking of piss, let's look at this.
How do you explain the water?
I just told you I'm trying to hydrate the guy. The guy's laying down at my feet. What am I going to do? Not offer him a drink?
A little water
I'm
on his
staying
head.
hydrated right here, right now, by the way.
Hydration. With the hydration.
I love it.
If I was laying right here and you were sitting right here, I'd hope you'd pour it into my mouth.
Not in the manner that you poured it on AJ, but, I would offer you a drink of water if you were thirsty.
Appreciate that.
I've never seen it happen before.
That's Sam Roberts.
I've never seen a man.
I had to keep my eye on Drew. You don't know what Drew's going to do over there.
He poured water on a man
I
and then
the water over for AJ. AJ can kind of get a.
Not the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. You done?
No. Oh, maybe I am done. I mean, a lot of this shit's mixed up. We talked about the Super Bowl earlier, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, this is the Super Bowl halftime we really wanted. Bro, what is wrong with her?
Everything.
I mean, we touched on this a while back.
I don't like touching things.
Well, I would not touch her, what do you call that?
Pussy.
Fire poker.
Oh.
No, we're saying the same thing. I call it the fire poker. Yeah, I might be out of clips for that. Is there anything you want to say about?
Not really.
Do you like the hat?
I do like the hat.
The hat stays.
Oh.
The hat, it stays.
Back to this, huh?
Hey, man, did you hear about Emily Willis?
Yes.
You want to read it?
Emily Willis hospitalized after apparent OD.
What does OD stands for?
Let's see that. OD, not DP. Uh-huh. Oh.
There's one that said overdicked, I like that.
That's pretty good.
I'm not going to look to find it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say about WrestleMania?
Nope.
On the road?
Nope.
You're not, helping?
It's fine. We're well over an hour and a half.
I know, but we're trying to end this on a strong suit. So.
Maybe you should just do the
10 more minutes of your life. Be a podcaster. So you're telling me you want to look at another thing?
No, I just want you to do the Arnold impression for the 700th time.
Oh.
That'll end it strong.
No.
There it is.
Let's look at this.
And this has been.
I've literally gotten golf balls stuck up my.
Golf balls?
Put one up there. I was like, oh, maybe if I put another one, it'll come out. Put another one up there, and I'm like, oh, they're not coming out.
There's no strings attached, by the way.
Who's
For
that
me,
dude?
put cat toys in my asshole. It had
Phoenix
a little
Marie.
jingle.
Cat toys.
I'd shoot
mean,
it out,
I don't
and
know.
then she'd go and chase it and pot, and then put it in her mouth, and then shove it back in my asshole.
Whatever
Sounds
happened to
like a
missionary sex? Are we not doing that anymore?
I've literally.
Also,
So.
can you explain to me why putting more things up there would create the other one coming out?
It's Jada Stevens.
How does that even make sense?
She's taken so much black cock to the dome, and we
Yeah.
are fans of that. It's
We all
Black
have.
History Month.
Yeah.
But I think after once in a while,
Yeah, once in a while.
it can disturb your brain's equilibrium and essentially it can essentially turn your brain on your side where you're not
Essentially.
Yeah, you're not thinking right. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because your brain, think of a brain.
Okay.
So if you're thinking right, it's to the right. But if it turns it on its side, you think you're thinking right, but actually you're thinking north.
Okay. So basically, if I'm hearing this right, you're saying that this woman has essentially had her brains fucked out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? This is a podcast.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay.
It's a pretty successful one. I've never listened to it, but I watched the clips. It's called Pillow Talking with Ryan. I don't know.
Who the fuck's Ryan?
I don't know, but I actually love him because he brings sense to things. And I just really like this guy. Like, at the end of that, you know, when they're talking about shoving things up their asshole, he goes, whatever happened to missionary sex? Is that out? Or, like, he's like the Pat McAfee of porn stars. And I'm going to give that guy his credit because there's a lot of cringy-ass podcasts out there that are just looking.
We run one.
Well, no, I don't know. I think we bring sense to things. I think we
You did
break
Arnold
it down
for
in
like
our
6
own.
hours.
I think we break it down in our own brains in real time.
No.
And we always tell our fans, like, if you don't agree with that, let us know in the comments section.
Also, fuck off.
And this is an ad-free fucking episode as well.
well,
So
you
suck
can't,
my big black clit. Well, I mean, I've been talking to a guy on BetterHelp, which is one of the sponsors of the show. So let's go to a quick sponsor before we get into some more things on this episode, Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Let's look at it.
Do you have that recorded or?
No, we got to do it.
God damn it.
Hey, do you get sad?
All the time.
Do you fucking hate yourself?
Literally every day.
Do you hate everyone who lives in your house?
I hate everyone in general.
Do you want to do something about it?
Not really.
But if you had the chance to speak to a professional for limited amounts of dollars, would you do it?
Well, hang on a second. Do I have to go to some crappy office?
No.
Why did you say no?
On the contrary.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yep.
Do you have to see somebody, and do they have to see you?
Nope.
What?
Unless you'd like to video chat with them. Because with BetterHelp, you no longer have to get in your car and fucking drive to the goddamn hospital. You could fucking just dial them up on your phone and you could video chat. And if you're ashamed of your face, you can just talk to them over the phone and get everything you would get on a normal doctor's trip to the doctor without actually going to the doctor.
I didn't even.
What the hell?
I didn't even know therapists were at the hospital.
They're not. They're at home in their basement. They're not therapists, but you can call them.
Yeah. How do I do it?
Well, you dial the number on BetterHelp.com, and for only $900,000, you can talk to some guy you've never met or girl, and they will give you licensed doctor experience talk.
Wow, that sounds wonderful.
And they'll make you feel better with BetterHelp.
Wow, BetterHelp.
And if you use promo code MDATM at checkout, you'll get 15% off.
Did you say code MDATM at checkout for
I said
15% off?
I said you'll get off.
I'll get off?
100%.
Wow.
And that's only if you use the promo code MDATM at checkout. Try it out.
Wow.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
Offers only may be available if you
suck a dick for fun
with AIDS.
These therapists might touch you.
Will love them.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Did you say black anklet?
Let's look at this.
Legend, hey, legend. Get it.
How about that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, you like to fish?
Nope.
Well, wait till you see this.
Okay.
Is this sure? Sorry, can I start again?
I guess.
This girl sure knows how to handle a rod.
Sure.
Hey.
Okay.
It's the real Kelsey, or no, the what? I
Yep,
can't
you're
read.
right.
The real Kelsey Monroe. I don't know who she is, but she's good at fishing. I like the platform that she's sitting on. It seems like newly built.
Until I see a fish, she's snagged on something.
Tell you what, I don't need to see a fish.
Yep. No, she was snagged on something for sure.
Well, I'm happy she got snagged, you know?
Nope.
I would, I probably wouldn't do anything.
Okay. Everybody's checked out at this point, to be honest with you.
You're not everybody.
Okay.
And you're...
Go ahead. I'll wait.
You're out of line when you say that.
False.
You are? And can I tell you why? Well, you know what? I'm not going to give you the liberty of even explaining why you're wrong. I'm just going to let you sit in that and try and figure it out for your fucking self. How about that, guy?
I already forgot.
You know what? We like to end this podcast on a strong foot.
You're doing great.
Not a little foot. Since Land Before Time, fuck face.
I've been told my dick looks like Littlefoot.
I believe it.
Do something with that.
I believe it.
Okay.
You know, in the year of our Lord 2024, we're just giving the people what there is to work with. This is what's happening now in the world. One day our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, will come back to earth. And then it ain't going to be so funny, huh? Then people ain't going to be checked out of the most fucking popular podcast that no one knows about on planet Unitits.
How's it popular if nobody knows about it?
Well, they're going to know after this. Jesus Christ came back to earth. Let's look at this.
High Point 911, what is your emergency?
Yes, this is Jesus Christ, and I just broke into the Pizza Hut. I broke the window in. I'm here. Jesus is here now. He's back to earth.
Can you believe that?
All right, and so you don't work there?
No, I just broke in. Had a pizza. I'm Jesus.
And what was your name again?
My name is Jesus.
What's your last name, Jesus?
Christ.
Okay. And what do you look like?
I look like Jesus. What else do I supposed to look like?
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm Jesus. I can do whatever I want. We're tired of Judases on this earth. We're going to clean this earth up. So what are you up to?
Man, where do you live
So what are you up to?
I don't. I'm from heaven.
How'd you get over to the Pizza Hut?
I'm from heaven, sir.
Okay. And did you break a front window?
Yeah, I broke the door window, sir.
And you eat a pizza?
Yep. Yeah. Had a Mountain Dew.
High Point 9.
This 100% sounds like a fucking phone call you would have with 911.
Well, I just think it's cool to see what Combs is up to these days. And, you know, most people would be like, hey, what a great way to end the podcast.
Please?
There's more.
Oh, my God.
You need to text your wife?
Nope.
Text the head of the table?
Nope.
Text Becky Lynch? Just the man.
I just really gotta pee.
All right. We got 5 more minutes. Let's look at this.
This is us on a game show from many years from the 80s.
I was not in a game show.
Yeah, you and I did a game show together in the 80s.
Yeah, that was. I remember that.
When we refer to someone as yellow, we consider them to be what?
Chinese?
Not Chinese. Over to Jerry and Murray. Now. Yes, Jerry.
Cowardly.
Cowardly is correct. Daddy's over.
When we find someone to be yellow, what are they?
Chinese?
Not Chinese. Over to the Chinese kid.
Oh, cowardly. Look at how bummed he is.
I know.
He's like, it is Chinese. Watch when he when he says Chinese, and he goes, no. Watch his face.
Not Chinese. Over to Jerry and.
Yes, it is. That's what my dad calls them all the time. Yellow bastards. Those yellow bastards.
Yeah.
Get off our lawn, yellow bastards.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's a account I follow. It's called Bad Friends Clips, and it's amazing. And it's dude. If you look at my
Chinese,
if you like go to search on my Instagram, it's 95% Bad Friends Clips, and that's why it's the greatest podcast out there right now because there's so fucking many.
Chinese.
I'm gonna skip.
Nope, not Chinese.
I'm gonna skip a lot of things I was gonna show because I really want only like 5 more minutes of the show. But no, I have to show you the. Did you like laughing there?
I will piss in your chair, dude.
Do you like belly laughing there?
If you want me to pee.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make you piss. Well, don't do that.
Sorry.
So this is from Tiger Belly, but still in the
When
same
I say
vein.
car, what do you hear?
Car.
Cartoon.
Yeah, that's no. You say cartoon.
Yeah.
There's no R when you say it.
And it should
Are
be-
you one of
what
those
should be?
Asians that can't say the R?
I think I can say the R. My name is Ronnie. I should fucking. When I say
That's one of my favorite clips of all time.
My name is Ronnie. So.
It's Ronnie Chang. Shout out. Sorry, I'm having a little burp fest going on right now.
I'm gonna piss all over your burps.
There's one more.
Let me show you a clip somebody sent me, and
Bad
I thought this
Friends
was
clip.
fucking knockout. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Look at how great this is. This is this guy, IG
Frozen.
Jozu
Top
intern.
tone.
Twitter put this up.
It's frozen.
Look at how fucking great this is. I don't know.
That was Frozen?
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
show you a clip
There you
somebody
go.
sent me, and I thought this was fucking knockout. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. Look at how great this is. This is this guy, IG Jozu intern. Twitter put this up. Look at how fucking great this is. I don't know what year this is from, but this is MTV2.
We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho Taco.
Jimmy Chonga.
It's beautiful when the whole world sings together as one.
My aunt, that does not offend me.
It shouldn't.
I love it.
Yeah, it's not. It's funny.
If television was like that, I would watch it again.
Let me show you.
It's definitely South Park.
No, it was MTV too.
No.
I think I remember that.
I don't think
I'm not kidding.
Ching chong ching chong ching.
Ooga booga boo, ooga booga boo. Well. I think you're gonna like. Oh my fucking god! Hold on, I'm trying to end it on the right.
You've been trying to end it on the right for like 17 hours, dude. I'm gonna
Did we do
piss in
this
your
one
chair.
already?
Yes, we started with it almost.
Well,
Jesus, nobody's here. Can I pee?
2 more.
Oh my fucking god!
They're not videos. So read this.
2 high-calorie humans wanted for allegedly setting fire to apartment in Toronto. 2 what?
I will only refer to fat. I will only refer to fat people as 2 high-calorie humans from now on.
That's pretty good. I like that.
And one more, and then we're out ski.
Okay, I'm gonna piss.
You're gonna appreciate this last one. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
Don't DX me. Just
Let's fight somewhere empty.
where are they fighting?
They're fighting in Mdatm Web.
Mdatm Web?
You've heard of the movie.
Mdatm Web.
Carl? What are you doing in Mdatm Web?
This is Mdatm Web.
And welcome back. And thanks for tuning in. Episode 72, Maddie Daddy and the Midget podcast. I am Maddie Daddy, Mdatm Web. Simonson. And if you don't get that, you can fuck straight off. Back to fuck officer Stonville County. And if you could look away, I'm trying to do an intro exit. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake. Chinese? The Midget Hilsebeck.
I can tell you thought about that one long and hard. And until next time.
Drake's dick?
Well, catchy fuckers then, I guess. I don't know. You know?
No.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
Hey, this is Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. And right now we got some Chinese letters on the fucking screen. Please. And if we don't get to put out a podcast today, it's because we're having some... you want to tell them about it?
Not even a little bit. You fucked it up.
How did I fuck it up?
Well, it was fine when I left.
Well, everything was fine until you came over.
Well, that's not true.
Well, let's look at this.
You have the longest spider I've ever seen in my life.
Deal with it.